What's up, guys? Brian with HappyThumbsGaming here, and we are back with Chapter 13, The Tunnels, all collectibles for The Last of Us Part 2. Now, we're going to get all the standard stuff, the trading cards, weapon parts, artifacts, journal entries, supplements, and workbench. The journal entry, though, is kind of a different one. This is actually a new zombie we find, and we'll cover this in a minute. Now, we have evacuated the Channel 13 TV station. We actually had to get chased down into these tunnels, and as soon as we arrived, we actually got met by a bunch of clickers and a bunch of baddies. So we had to take out all of those guys. I think there was about 7 or 8 bad guys, and then kind of an endless supply of clickers. In fact, if you listen right now as you're running towards this door, you can hear more, and it was kind of freaky, but there's actually a reason for it. So if we get to this door, we both pry it open. We actually realize that there are some clickers still in the area following us, and we actually have to get inside this train. Quick, 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 quick. Move it, move it. All right, safety is ours, and we will go ahead and turn around. Now, we have some supplements in this train car. We have to go a little bit further down and under, and then into, it's actually probably the third train car we actually get into. Here, we're finally into it. Feel free to use your scanner, as I do here, by pressing the R1 and circle button. Now, we have made some adjustments to scan a little bit further and quicker, and we covered that in our Chapter 3 video, I believe. But anyways, there should be 2 Sixers sitting in the train car. And on the back wall here, there should be a note. In fact, it's the first one labeled Jewels. We find a couple of those. Now, if we would have flipped it over, there's probably some more info on it. However, we are just following the trail. Now, Dina has found a nice little exit here, so we'll slip on through. Take a deep breath. That's right. Suck it in. I know that quarantine right now, whoo-wee, my belt is is in bad shape right now. Now, I got a little premature here. You're supposed to climb under, and I saw that yellow marker, and I thought I was there, but fooled you. It's actually all the way to the end and down under. Once we get on the other side, we're actually going to pop back up and head down a little ways, run. I've been playing so many games lately. I'm not to make excuses, but I've been playing so many different games. My button configurations have been terrible, so you can see that I was trying to run, but I ended up swinging. I don't even know what I was doing. As we continue down the corridor here, it's wanting us to go into the door on the right, but we're going to want to make sure we pay attention to the pile of debris on the left side of that train car that's crashed to get that trading card. Once you got that trading card, go ahead and head inside, and over to the right, there is going to be a ladder that takes us up. Now, again, the story wants us to go left, but we're going to go the opposite way to the right. And look at that. We've got a workbench inside this room on the far right corner here. We actually do a little bit of upgrading, but we actually edited that out so you didn't see it. So I went ahead and finished up my pistol. I think I actually did that in the last workbench. But I also added some stuffs to the sniper rifle and my shotgun. Now, before leaving this room with the workbench, you're going to want to make sure you grab the 7 weapon parts hiding behind the door on the shelf there. And once you got all those and you're ready to go ahead and grab the rope outside and turf it over the big, I guess it's some sort of like pipe or ducting. Now, this is optional. You do not have to address this guy sitting here. And to be honest with you, I wish I wouldn't have, because now I've got this animated cutscene here. It's kind of a speaking scene. And it wouldn't let me grab the rope until I got through the majority of it. So once you get the rope over the pipe, go ahead and drop down, grab it, climb up it, and get your swing on. And go to the hard right side as soon as you land. That's right. That was only a 3.0 on the dismount there. We can definitely do better in the future. On the ground, over by the barrels, is going to be a supplement pile, which totals 8 pieces. There's going to be a handful of things that you can pick up, including some ammo and some other craftables. Now, before we're bouncing out of here, we're actually going to take note of this little window here. It's actually a little air duct. We'll sneak inside and make our way all the way to the very back here. As we continue to go through, we actually end up seeing this new zombie that I spoke of a minute ago. And he actually attacks and then explodes. He's kind of like they're calling him something I wouldn't call him, but it's like a spewer. It's what, I don't know. You'll see here in a hot second. We drop down through the ducting, and we actually take cover behind this wall over here, which we get our first little glimpse. As that happens, it actually transitions into the aftermath. So, of course, we have removed all non-essential gameplay and cutscenes, including the fight scenes. So we just took out a handful of baddies, including 2 of those new biggies. Either one of them, or any of them from now on, can actually count as this journal entry. So we go ahead and tag the first one we saw, and then we are out of here. As it turns out, we're actually going to go all the way to the end of the hallway. And, nope, we got to go back, actually, to the left. Yep. Left one more time. Hard right. And then it should be another hard right to the old chain link. Yes, all right. That was a little confusing getting through a couple of these areas as they all kind of look the same, and it's very dark and, well, it's kind of got that red. It's got red on it. All right, lift the chain up. Dina squeaks through and slides this little cart. Move it quick, though, because the cart does not hold long. Now, it is an animated scene. You cannot mess that up, but it should be noted that it is going to squishy. All right, so turn around, and actually, we'll head to the right down the hallway once you get in this new corridor, and we're going to take the first blue door on the right, which is going to be coming up here right about now. There we go. Go ahead and sneak in here. And, of course, we've got all these parts behind this big fenced-in area. If you pay close attention, you can see that a few of these desks are manipulated in a way to kind of block stuff off. And if you climb under them and around the corner here, you can see that there's actually a nice little safe entrance into this gated area where we've got some craftable stuffs. We also have a trading card sitting on the table, which happens to also be right next to some weapon parts. Now make sure that you grab both piles of parts before bouncing out. There's a 3 on the table and a 9er on the ground. So Roger 9er, pick them all up before you bounce out her. And go ahead and open the door. It's easier access out. And then advance through the next doorway on the right, which is going to put us into kind of a break room. On the hard left, as soon as you enter the room, there's a microwave on a table. On the table next to that microwave is an artifact. Swoop it up, then turn around and make your way across the room to the soda machine. Give it the old smash. And pick up the soda can sitting there on the shelf. Now, quickly turn around, and on the table in the corner right behind you is a piece of paper. And it even says piece. You see that? Now, I got a little confused and actually left the room, so I apologize for that. There was a weird edit there. There is a rec room or a locker room right here, and we need a code to get in. It's pretty simple. It's 15243. We gathered that info from the notes that were scattered throughout here. The Coca-Cola can had some info on it and some other stuff, too. And then a few guesses, of course. Now, there is some ammo and some other things in the locker room, but most importantly, you want to grab the supplements, which happens to be number 3, and it counts for 11 total, I guess, vitamins. Now, we do have a little bit of a break between now and the next collectible, so if you are in a hurry, feel free to use those quick links down below in the video description. Meanwhile, we're just going to go ahead and make our way through this corridor here. We get all the way to the end, and we find that the door is locked. We're actually going to turn around kind of towards our left here, and there's a nice little walkway that drops down. Look at that, yellow. Always look for yellow. Whenever you're playing a Naughty Dog game, and you're climbing a wall or trying to get out of something, it's always yellow. We find that, we drop down. Now we got a couple of bad guys in this new room here. Now, normally, I would remove them and not have this scene in here. I wanted to show you guys something, though, real quick. The trap mines actually work quite well, but you got to lure them into them. Now, there's plenty of stuff to craft. We are playing on super easy, so these guys are going to die a little bit quicker than they would on like another difficulty, for example. But I go ahead and I get my shotgun out. As I mentioned earlier, I had powered it up a little bit, or pumped it up. See what I did there? Boo! All right, I'm sorry. All right, so technically we did leave the scene, the fight. The battle royale has been removed, but I just wanted to point out that those craftables, the trap mines specifically, are very handy against those biggies. Now, once you get the fight done, you're actually going to want to go to the hard right. Now, when we climbed up, we actually looked to the left. We put the bomb on the left, but we wanted to go to the right. You probably saw me wrap around that fence and go in through the door. And now we got this other double door that we actually can go ahead and kind of protect our backside, giggity, by slapping that bar through it and not allowing anybody else to come through. Oh, boy. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and keep on with the keep it on and make our way over to the blue train across the hall here. And as soon as we get through the other side, hang a hard right, and on the ground in a broken box is a couple of supplements. In fact, there are 2. There's a 7 and an 8er, totaling 15. Pick them both up, and we'll go ahead and continue down this pathway here. It takes us to this red box. Do not go up the box. Actually drop down onto your belly and crawl under into this other train car. And on the back side, over on all this luggage, is going to be a trading card sitting there waiting for us. Now, we only got one more collectible for this area, and it's pretty easy to find. Slide back through, jump up on the old red box, hop up on the old yellow car there. It's actually a white car with a yellow bar. But we'll go ahead and get inside the next train car, and as soon as we get in, take a hard right, look on the door, and it should be the final artifact for the level. Now, as I already mentioned, all non-essential gameplay and cutscenes have been removed, which means we are good to go. Congratulations on completing level 13, the tunnels. Hopefully you guys found this video a little bit helpful, if not a little bit entertaining as well. If you did, smash that like button. As for me, I gots to go. Until next time.